that sometimes the moment your life starts moving forward, that suddenly people around you start acting strange, you start healing, you start getting blessed, you start walking in your purpose. And then all of a sudden, the support gets quiet, the energy changes, the smiles, they don't feel genuine anymore. What you might be encountering is envy. And today I want to talk about the dangers of envy, not only for the person who carries it, but also for the person who becomes the target of it. Because envy is a spirit that can destroy relationships, block blessings, and even affect people's peace and health. And if you are walking with God and stepping into your purpose, you must learn how to recognize it and protect your spirit from it. First, let's understand what envy really is. Envy is not just someone wanting what you have. Envy is someone becoming bitter or resentful because of your blessings. It's when your progress triggers something inside of them. The Bible even warns us about this, okay? In Proverbs 14:30, it says, "A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones." Think about that. Envy literally rots the bones. That means it destroys a person from inside out because envy is rooted in comparison, it's rooted in insecurity, and it's rooted in a lack of gratitude. And instead of celebrating what God has given another person, they start focusing on what God has given someone else. I'm sorry, instead of celebrating what God gives them, they start focusing on what God has given to someone else. And that is where the danger begins. Okay, throughout history, envy has destroyed families, okay, communities, relationships. Look at the story of Cain and Abel. Cain becomes envious when God accepted Abel's offering. Instead of correcting his heart, Cain allowed that envy to grow into anger. And that envy eventually turned into violence. Another example is Joseph and his brothers. Joseph had dreams that God had given him. God gave him these dreams. Okay, but instead of celebrating him, his own brothers became jealous and envious. They threw him into a pit and sold him. Imagine that. Your own family trying to destroy your destiny, trying to stop your destiny. But here's the powerful lesson. Even though people may envy you, they cannot stop what God has planned for you. Joseph still became a ruler. So envy might delay things, but it cannot cancel God's purpose. Now, let's talk about signs that someone may be operating in envy because many times it can be disguised. So here are a few signs. They struggle to celebrate your wins. When good things happen for you, their energy becomes quiet or strange. Instead of joy, there's tension. You feel like you done something to this person. You like, what happened? There's tension. Then they subtly criticize your progress. They may say stuff like, "Oh, you think you're doing something now? Oh, so you think you're doing something?" Or that probably won't last. Those words come from a place of insecurity. Pay attention. Pay attention to the hatred. It's not to take it in. Okay, don't take it in, but just pay attention because that affects your spirit. You know what I'm saying? It affects how you maneuver. So just pay attention. Pay attention to when you go around people and your spirits get high. Pay attention to those people. Those are your people. Pay attention when you go around people and your spirits get low. Those aren't your people. Okay? So they can also create chaos when you start rising. Have you ever noticed that sometimes when you're doing well, someone suddenly starts an argument or drama? Have you ever noticed that? That's because your peace reminds them of what they lack. And sometimes people try to pull you back down to the level they feel comfortable with. Now let's talk about the danger of for the person that's carrying envy, because there's danger for a person carrying envy also. Okay? When it blocks their blessings. Okay? Envy blocks blessings. And why? Because when someone is focused on what someone else has, they stop appreciating what God has already done for them. You reap what you sow. So, whatever you are putting into the atmosphere, it might not come back to you at that time, and it may, but you reap what you sow. So, somebody might be witnessing what you've sown. They might be witnessing your season that you reap for. Okay? So a person that is operating in envy, they cannot truly feel peaceful. They cannot truly be at peace. They are constantly comparing, constantly watching, constantly measuring themselves against other people, and comparison is a prison because God did not create any of us to walk the same path. Your blessings are custom designed for you. Your life is custom designed for you. So, what God has for you is not meant to look like what He gave somebody else, and vice versa. If you are someone who is growing, healing, or stepping into purpose, you must learn how to protect your energy. And here are a few ways. Stop sharing everything with everyone. Not everyone is celebrating you. Okay? You privately celebrating makes you carry wisdom. Okay? Stay grounded in God. When your confidence comes from God, people's opinions cannot shake you because you know who you belong to. Do not respond to envy with anger. Instead, respond with peace. Sometimes the most powerful response is silence and distance. They'll get it. And not everyone deserves to have access to your life. And that's okay. That's okay. And I'm going to leave you with this. If you are experiencing envy from people around you, do not let it discourage you. Sometimes envy is simply confirmation that you are walking into something greater, so keep going. Okay, keep going. You cannot shrink your light to make others comfortable. God did not bless you so you could hide. He blesses you so that your life can be a testimony. So keep healing, keep growing, and keep walking in your purpose. And trust whatever it is that God has for you. No envy, no jealousy, and no negativity can take it away. Have a good day.